Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel. To all our amazing subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of this incredible community. You inspire me every single day with your stories, your courage, and your determination to live life fully. And if you're new here, or if you've been watching but haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I'd love for you to join our family. We're building something special here. A community where we celebrate wisdom, independence, and the joy of living life on our own terms, no matter our age. Today, I want to share Margaret's story with you. It's a story that will warm your heart and maybe, just maybe, inspire you to make some small changes that could transform your own life. Margaret Anderson is 78 years old and lives in a cozy apartment in Vancouver, British Columbia. 3 years ago, when her husband William passed away after 52 years of marriage, Margaret felt like her world had stopped turning. The silence in her apartment was deafening. The days stretched endlessly before her, and for the first time in her life, Margaret felt truly, deeply alone. She'd sit by her window overlooking the mountains, watching the world move on without her. Her daughter Sarah, who lived in Toronto, would call every day, worry evident in her voice. "Mom, are you eating? Are you getting out? Maybe you should move closer to us." But something inside Margaret whispered, "Not yet. I'm not done with my story." According to the World Health Organization, nearly 30% of seniors living alone experience significant health declines within the first 2 years of losing a spouse. Margaret could have become another statistic, but she didn't, and here's why. One morning, Margaret woke up and couldn't get out of bed easily. Her legs felt weak, her balance unsteady. She made it to the bathroom, but fear gripped her heart. What if I fall? What if no one finds me? That fear could have paralyzed her. Instead, it awakened something inside her, the same determination that had carried her through raising 3 children, building a career as a school librarian, and caring for William through his illness. She called her doctor, Dr. Chun, who had been treating her for years. After a thorough assessment, Dr. Chun didn't just prescribe medication. She prescribed something more powerful, a daily routine. "Margaret," Dr. Chun said gently, "your body is strong enough to carry you through many more years, but only if you use it." Research from the Canadian Longitudinal Study on Aging shows that seniors who maintain consistent daily habits have a 47% lower risk of serious health decline. Dr. Chun handed Margaret a simple plan. Not complicated, not overwhelming, just 7 daily habits that could change everything. Let me share Margaret's daily routine with you. The same routine that, 3 years later, has her hiking the trails around Vancouver, volunteering at the library, and yes, even dating again. Margaret starts every day with 15 minutes of gentle stretching and movement. According to the World Health Organization, seniors need at least 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week to maintain independence. Margaret doesn't go to a gym. She puts on her favorite Frank Sinatra songs and moves. Some days it's stretching. Some days she follows a chair yoga video. The key? She does it every single day. She told me, "I realized that my body is like a door hinge. If you never open the door, the hinge rusts. But if you open it every day, even just a little, it stays smooth." Margaret fills 4 glasses of water every morning and places them around her apartment. Her goal? Finish all 4 by bedtime. The International Journal of Preventive Medicine reports that chronic dehydration in seniors contributes to confusion, falls, and urinary tract infections. Such a simple thing, water, but it matters tremendously. Margaret makes sure every meal includes protein. A boiled egg with breakfast, chicken or fish with lunch, Greek yogurt as a snack. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that seniors need 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal to prevent muscle loss. Margaret's strength didn't return overnight, but month by month, she could feel herself getting steadier, stronger. Every day at 10 a.m., Margaret makes a phone call or video chat. Sometimes it's her daughter Sarah. Sometimes it's her neighbor Elena. Sometimes it's her old friend Patricia who lives in Halifax. The WHO reports that social isolation increases mortality risk by 26%. But here's what Margaret discovered. Staying connected isn't about waiting for others to call you. It's about reaching out, even when it feels hard. Some days I don't feel like talking, Margaret admits, but I make the call anyway. And you know what? I always feel better afterward. Margaret does something every day to challenge her brain. Sometimes it's a crossword puzzle. Sometimes she's learning Spanish on an app. She wants to visit her grandson who's teaching in Mexico. Sometimes she reads articles online about topics she knows nothing about. The Lancet Commission on Dementia reports that cognitive engagement can reduce dementia risk by up to 35%. But more than that, Margaret says, it reminds me that I'm still learning, still growing. I'm not done becoming who I'm meant to be. Margaret always has a project. Right now, she's digitizing old family photos and writing captions with stories for her grandchildren. Before that, she volunteered to read to children at the library via video calls. According to research published in the Journal of Aging and Health, having a sense of purpose reduces the risk of mortality by 15% in seniors living alone. I need to feel useful, Margaret explains. Not to anyone else, really. I need to feel useful to myself. Before bed, Margaret writes down 3 things she's grateful for. Some days it's big things. Sarah called and we laughed so hard. Some days it's tiny. The sun on my face. My coffee was perfect. I saw a blue jay. A study in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that gratitude practices significantly improve mental health outcomes in older adults, reducing depression and increasing life satisfaction. 3 years later, Margaret isn't just surviving, she's thriving. Last month, she joined a hiking group for seniors. She walks 5 kilometers every Saturday with a group of 7 other widows and widowers who've become her dear friends. She's taking an online creative writing course and has started writing her memoirs, not because she thinks they'll be published, but because she wants her great-grandchildren to know her story. And here's the beautiful part. Last spring, at a library fundraiser, she met Harold, a 74-year-old retired architect who also loves hiking and old movies. They're taking things slow, but Margaret giggles when she talks about their Friday movie nights. Her daughter Sarah visited last Christmas and cried when she saw her mother. "Mom," she said, "you look younger than you did 3 years ago." Margaret laughed. "I don't feel younger, honey. I feel more alive. There's a difference." My dear friends, Margaret's story isn't special because she did something extraordinary. It's special because she did something simple, consistently, every single day. You don't need to transform your whole life overnight. You don't need to join a gym or make dramatic changes. You just need to start with one small habit. Maybe tomorrow morning you put on your favorite music and stretch for 10 minutes. Maybe you fill a glass of water and place it where you'll see it. Maybe you call someone you've been thinking about. Living alone doesn't mean living less. It can mean living more fully, more intentionally, more authentically than ever before. You are not done. Your story isn't over. And every day that you wake up, you get to write another page. If Margaret's story touched your heart, please hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember to subscribe to our channel. We're building a community of strong, independent, beautiful souls who refuse to let age define them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your courage. And thank you for choosing to live fully, one day at a time. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and stay magnificent.